evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to episode number 19 of the Average Days Joe Show. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody feeling today? Jay, what's up with you, man?
Excellent. Well rested. Very well rested.
That's good. That's good. So we did yesterday, we did our back, right? And
Correct.
we had a really hard workout. We actually implemented abs with our workouts, so that made it kind of even harder. But
It's a good thing.
yeah, exactly. We had to do what we had to do. It's especially hard for me with my fast because I run out of that energy so quick. But I still get through it, which is good. So I'm definitely able to keep going with you. Even though sometimes I
Sure.
lag that energy.
That doesn't matter, man. You're doing it. The whole key is to just do it.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no excuse, no this, no that. Just got to do it.
Right.
So it's
That's
perfect.
the only way. Mind over matter. It's the only way.
Exactly.
All right. Well, glad everybody's doing good today. Let us get into our sports section. What is going on with the sports?
Well, trending, we got LaMelo Ball for the NBA. He's top trending right now, but he is not an all-star. That's it's surprising because he's had a really good year. He has missed a lot of time.
Yeah.
But his team sucks. Not to be mean, but I mean, I get you're an all-star, but are you deserving of a spot even though your team is trash? So, that's the debate, with a lot of people. Like, usually if you're an all-star and you are a good player, you know how to make your team better.
Yeah.
So, he is, like I said, I think he's having an okay year, you know what I mean?
Right.
And but yeah, so he's not an all-star.
But in the past, has there been like one player who made it an all-star even though his whole team sucked type thing?
Yes. It happens every now and then it's controversial. People does he deserve to be an all-star over this guy? So someone from a team who's doing good, but he's not playing as good as LaMelo Ball. I think, me personally, that guy deserves a spot because his team, he's doing good. He doesn't have the stats Ball has, but you know what? His team is in playoff contention. I think he deserves the all-star. That's my personal opinion.
Do you, let me ask you, so because he is lately been kind of injured. So do you think that might have had anything to do with it? Because he's just not really playing in the first place?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he's been injured. He's missed some games. He's put up good numbers when he has played. And like I said, his team is trash. So I believe it all goes together. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, because looking at a couple of stats, it says that he has the highest scoring average of any guard in the Eastern Conference this year by a fairly large margin.
Okay. What's their team's record?
No, the team itself.
I'm
just talking about him. Talking about him.
And I'll say, we'll leave it at that. You've missed time. You have great stats. Wonderful. What's your team's record? Oh, you're second to last? Oh, okay. To me, that says enough. That says enough right there. You could be Kyle Kuzma on the Wizards, who have won 4 games on year and have the best stats. And would you make an all-star team? No, you're trash.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you an example.
Do you think that maybe his whole family's name legacy might have something to do with it too?
Not at all. Lonzo's been hurt a lot, but he always puts okay numbers. I know his brother just signed some rap deal. You know what I mean? I don't think I know they had a TV show or something. I never saw it, but I don't think his family name has anything to do with it. I just think, like I said, you have to factor in all 3 things. I'm glad you've had a great year, individual stat. That's great. And you've missed a lot of time. But like I said, you also you haven't made your team better. Yeah. Do you deserve to be an all-star over someone, like I said, on a playoff team that's putting up good numbers? I don't believe so.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my personal opinion, though. A lot of people will, would counter that. But that's me. That's how I view things. So
no LaMelo Ball in the All-Stars, huh?
Nope. Am I sad about it? No.
Do you know who got the number 1 votes for the All-Star? Who on the Eastern?
I don't. I have no idea. I would guess so Steph always gets a lot of votes. Giannis, like Luca, like cats like that. They
Right.
always get the high votes. Even Tatum's up there, I'm sure. JT.
Definitely.
But yeah, I don't know who got the most. I didn't see it because the All-Star game's in like what, about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Right.
So something like that. But I don't. Yeah, if you can tell me who got it, that'd be nice. I'd love to know.
Yeah. I'll let maybe on the next episode.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just wondering. I'm wondering myself.
I know. Yeah, we'll definitely look that one up for that.
Yeah, no, when it's All-Star time. All-Star time, like I said, you still got at least like a couple weeks, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks. So
exactly. Are you gonna watch the All-Star game?
Oh yeah, I always watch the All-Star game, man. I love all the events too.
I know.
I love all the events of the All-Star game, I love to see who's doing the 3-point, who's doing the dunk contest. They got the skills challenge. So
In your opinion, who do you think is gonna win the 3-point contest this year?
I don't even know who's in it. Once I see who's in it, I'll tell you who'll win. That's easy.
Right.
But I don't know who's competing,
I'm sure like Steph is in there, probably Lillard.
I don't think so. Well, maybe Steph. Well, Steph, he's done it so much. Clay's done it a lot. Like, them Dame's done it a lot. Like, them cats have done it a lot already. You forget. Steph's been in the league for like what, 14 years maybe?
No, I know, but he's still one of the
12
best
years
out there. So
no, that's what I mean. So, but does he have to do it anymore? Does he have anything to prove?
But that's like it's not really like one of those things where the player gets fatigued because of it. You're just shooting threes. You know what I mean? So it's not like
but I mean, like maybe you've already done a lot and you don't want to, like, you've set records. Do you think you can beat your own records? That's the only way I would do it. Like, I've set all the records. Do I want to keep doing it? Maybe.
So you think Steph is so humble that he's gonna step aside and let some of the rookies try to get it in?
I don't know how he feels because he's been injured this year, remember? So if you're really trying to play for playoffs and stuff, do you really want to go through all that? Granted, he probably will do it. Why? The All-Star game is at Chase right here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So he may be doing it because of the home crowd. Like, hey, you know what? I'm at home. Let's show out.
That's true.
Who's going to outshoot me in my own gym? So I would understand that. And it would be even funnier if Clay was like, hey, guess what? I'm going to join because I'm with the Mavericks now. So I will challenge you. And that's happened before. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's happened before. So it would just be cool to see Clay challenge you. Hey, I'm with the Mavericks now. I'll outshoot you in your own gym.
Right.
It'd be great. That'd be good for the 3-point contest, believe me.
No, definitely. Yeah, you know me. Basically, my favorite player in the NBA is Damian for Lillard for a long time. I got like
okay. I like Dame.
If he's on, I'm definitely going to watch him try to see if he can do it because he's an excellent 3-point shooter as well.
Oh yeah, shout out Dame, man. That's homegrown talent here. He's from the O.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out Dame. That's cool. Dame Lillard.
yeah. It's my dude.
I know you've always rocked Dame shoes and always been in full support. So yeah, I give you that. Right. I'm checks over stripes, so I don't do Adidas.
Well,
and no, we're not getting paid. We're not getting paid for these endorsements.
I know. If he's signed with Nike, I'll be sporting Nike. I mean, look at Steph. He has Under Armour. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people didn't even care about Under Armour until Steph signed that deal with Under Armour. So.
You're crazy, man. Well, okay. All the cats that knew about football knew Under Armour. Steph brought it to basketball, so I'll give you that. He brought, and not only that, Tom Brady, football. Remember this?
Was he Under Armour?
Oh yeah, bro. Come on, man. That's what I mean. Under Armour was like, let's target. See, they were under the radar. They said, let's target all the big time athletes that are like different.
Right.
So Brady, Steph. Think about these people who they've targeted. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Smart marketing on their part.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. So you have cats like that. Your name is excellent.
No, definitely.
Marketing 101, bro.
Yep, for sure.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let's go over the scores from last night.
Yeah. Well, last night, there were some good games, man. Obviously the Celtics took care of business. They beat the Bulls. Pacers beat the Pistons. The Cavs, they beat the Heat. Like I said, that whole situation with Jimmy Butler. We still have to see where he's going to go.
Yeah.
The Knicks, they took care of the Nuggets. That was good for them. They did that at home. So Sixers beat the Kings. We saw the day before the Sixers whoop up the Lakers, as you remember.
still can't believe. Well, I mean, AD was out. He's carrying the whole team
I
right
know.
now. So,
Hey, I'm just throwing that out there. He actually, I get it. I get where you're coming from.
right.
But yeah, Mavericks beat the Pelicans by 1 point. 1 point. Yeah, that was kind of surprising. Only 1 point. So the Wolves took care of the Suns because of Anthony Edwards' play. That guy, man, he's a beast. Anthony Edwards is he's that new talent right there. The Warriors, they took care of the Thunder at home. They said, "Hey, I know you guys are number one, but you're gonna come into our home. Steph's is gonna play, and we're gonna take care of business." So shout out to the Warriors.
So
Dub Nation did work.
Steph carried that team to the win. Would you say?
Of course, bro. Of course. Oh, if Steph is playing good, guess what? All the youngsters gonna be like, "Shh, I got to play good."
Right.
You can't waste Steph's years. Steph is a good player, man. One of my faves. So
do you remember what Steph's what was like? How much did he score? Like, what was the point?
I don't remember his stat line. Maybe 28 and something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember his full stat line though.
Okay. All right.
He definitely had a good game though.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Clippers took care of the Suns. Or sorry, not Suns. Spurs. Yeah, that was a good one. That was definitely a good one.
They won by a decent margin too against the Spurs. So that's good.
Well, the Spurs that's an up and coming team, man. They're young.
Yeah.
That's a really young team. So I mean, the fact that they're even improving every year, that's a good sign.
That's true.
Because they, like I said, they got the 7'5" guy, Wembanyama.
Yeah.
When that guy actually starts on the NBA program, getting a little weight on him and just really understanding, hey, no one is my height. I'm gonna take over. It's gonna be tough for a lot of people.
Yeah. That's even. I mean, you said the same thing also about Anthony Edwards. Like, he's starting to realize nobody can guard him, right?
Exactly. So the Ant-Man, he already understands that. Because you know why? Because he played in Team USA. So exactly. I've noticed throughout every Olympics, if you go play for the Olympic team, you come back, you just like, man, I am that dude.
Yeah.
Like you take your game to a whole nother level. It's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I've noticed that a lot.
Making it happen. What's going on?
We got
today?
Games. Yeah, we got games on right now. The Lakers are playing right now. They're beating the Wizards. No surprise. The Wizards have won like 4 games all year. So
Jordan Poole can't stop them.
Jordan Poole couldn't play defense when he was with the Warriors. So yeah, I can't even tell you who's on that Wizards team besides Poole and Kuzma. I don't know anyone else on the team. But the fact you have like 5 wins all year, it's very embarrassing.
Yeah,
like, I'm sorry, man. Like I come on, man. You're an NBA squad. You know what I mean? Stop, dude. That's really embarrassing.
It makes sense because they got rid of Beal, right? So
okay, you got rid of Beal. That's it. What is Beal the whole team?
No, I'm saying, but if they had Kuzma, Poole, and Beal, it would have been like a different story. I think,
I don't think so.
Especially, I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if AD's playing him because he was injured. They said he was going to be out like all week. I think so.
They don't need Why would they need to play AD? They're playing the Wizards. They can put their whole bench against the Wizards. It wouldn't matter.
I'm just saying, if Beal was playing, I think they would have gave Lakers a bigger run for their money. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And then the Cavs are playing the Hawks right now. So the Cavs are beating the Hawks by a good margin. So that's an easy dub for them.
They're like number 1 right now, so right, makes sense.
Yeah, they're above the Celtics by like 4 games. So yeah, they're playing good ball, the Cavaliers. So the Jazz are playing the T-Wolves. That just started, like literally just started, like maybe like 10 minutes ago. So
Jazz look like they're on a mission in the first quarter so far.
No, the first quarter. The Jazz won't beat the Wolves. Don't worry about that. Anthony Edwards is he's like I said, the Ant-Man's a bad dude. So.
Right. He's just getting warmed up.
Yeah, exactly. Plus, remember, he played last night against the Suns, so his legs. I know he's a young kid, but those back-to-backs can get you, man.
I know.
You know what I mean?
We've seen that with Celtics against Lakers a couple of days ago.
Yes, I know. Okay. At least the Celtics beat the Clippers. Okay.
I know.
So to me, that's the better team in LA. Yeah, I said it. The Clippers are the better team in LA. Yeah. How does that make you feel? Exactly.
All I can say is Bronny James.
Oh Jesus!
That's all up for us right now, man.
Oh, that's the hope. That's the savior. Hey, I'm with you, bro.
He's messing it up for us, man. Shooting threes that don't even touch the rim.
Hey, man, it's all good, man. That's your squad. I ain't gonna hate. That's cool, man. But later on tonight, we got Rockets Grizzlies. That's going to be a really good matchup. That'll be a good one. And then Magic Trailblazers. That'll be the Trailblazers beat Dame's squad, the Bucks, the other night, which was very surprising. So we'll see. We'll see. They're playing the Magic, so that should be a good one.
So give us your outcome for if you're a betting man, Rockets, Grizzlies, and Magic.
Ooh, that's tough, man. Rockets and Grizzlies are very even.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I would pick. I'd only say the Rockets just because I saw them beat the Celtics by that last second tip.
Yeah.
But I haven't really, that's who I would choose that game. I'm obviously going to root for the Grizzlies just because of that.
Because John Morant.
Yeah, exactly. But as a betting man, I would go with the Rockets just because of that.
Okay.
Because I saw them beat the Celtics, and the Celtics are a really good team.
Okay. I personally, I think that Grizzlies will take this one. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Grizzlies. So, but like I said, watching maybe because the coach of the Rockets was fired by the Celtics, and he's like, "Hey, let's play this game a little harder." Maybe that could have been that motivation.
Right.
But when I saw them play against, like I said, he's got that team playing good. Right. So, you know what I mean? I'm rooting for the Grizz, but my money would be on the Rockets.
Let's do this. Let's do this. If Grizzlies win tonight, I get to take your parking spot tonight. But if they lose, then I'll give it up back to you like normal.
But I'm rooting for the Grizz.
I know, but you're betting on the Rockets.
I'm saying I would bet on the Rockets money. That's what I'm telling you. I would bet on the Rockets
instead of money because we're not gambling. We'll do the parking space tonight.
I don't want to gamble my parking spot. I like my parking spot, man. That's certified known. That everyone knows. The only person that doesn't know is Pantera that parks there,
Watch, we both get there today, and he's already parked there.
No. He always gets there 12:20, 12:30. He will not be beating us there. No way.
We might be starting a little bit later today because of your situation. So.
Well, I know. I know. I got guests coming in tonight, but they should be here at a good time, and I'll be ready to go. Like after I check them in, find out everything, and then I'll head right over to the gym right after.
Got you. And Magic Trailblazers, who would you choose on?
I'll take the Magic for sure because they're just. I think the Blazers just played better against Dame because it was Dame.
That's all I have to say because they pulled out that win against Dame. I was like, holy moly!
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. But yeah, like I said, I would take the Magic in that game.
Okay. And I will. I mean, I will take Blazers on this one just because of what they did the other day.
Yeah, and see that's how I feel about the Rockets Grizzlies game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We'll see. Those two good matchups, so we'll see.
For sure.
Any notable games for tomorrow that you?
No, I didn't even check the games for tomorrow. I could pull that up. I could see right now. Tomorrow, I'd say a notable game would be Suns Warriors.
Yeah, that'll be a good one tomorrow.
Yeah, that's definitely notable. Yeah. I mean, all the other games, I think, Bucks Spurs, I would go with the Bucks. Celtics Pelicans, that's an easy one. Obviously the C's. Nuggets Sixers, I'm going with. I got to ride with Jokic.
Yeah, for sure.
Mavericks Pistons, I don't know if Luka's back, but I would ride with the Mavs.
Yeah.
Clippers Hornets, obviously we were just talking about LaMelo's team, so yeah, I'll take the Clippers, easy dub. And Bulls Raptors, I'll take the Bulls on that one just because the Raptors are very iffy,
Yeah. I mean, Canada. What can you say? We're trying to take over. We're trying to take over. They're mad right now.
Not only that, they got they had a team back in the day. When they beat the Warriors that one year.
No, I know they had a good squad for a while.
Oh yeah, well they had Kawhi. Remember there was a 1-year rental.
Yeah, exactly.
And he brought them to the promised land. They got their ring, and then boom, it helped that KD got hurt and Clay. Remember, right. So that helped a whole lot in that series.
you had Drake rooting on the sidelines.
Oh yeah, well Drake's still there. Drake still roots. You know what I mean? He always going to support his squad.
True. True.
So
the sixth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's move on to some football news. What is going on in the football world, brother?
Oh, the Pro Bowl games was trending, man. The one thing about, I love football. It's one of the best sports out there, I'd say. But I mean, come on, man. Like, I don't know. The Pro Bowl games are just they're trying to revamp them, and they have so much problems. Like, I don't know. I caught a little of the quarterback scene. So it's like I don't know. It's not like the NBA All Star. It's
Yeah,
not like Major League Baseball All Star. It's like, oh, it's Pro Bowl. Yeah, maybe I'll catch it, maybe not. That's how most people think about it, and it's weird. Like, hopefully the NFL one day can come up with something good for the Pro Bowl games, man. And if not, we'll have a solution for you because, man, we can revamp that whole Pro Bowl scene. It's really not rocket science, man. You
right.
know?
I mean, you got the best against the best competing, but I think where the problem lies is that the two teams that are supposed to go to the Super Bowl, like none of those players can compete, which a lot of people want to see because they are
Exactly. Because they're the best. Exactly. They're the best. And they obviously, what's more important? Oh, let's play in the Pro Bowl. No, the Super Bowl. We got a chip to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got to be revamped, and we'll have the solution for the NFL.
For sure.
That's a fact. You know what I mean? But not only that was trending. Justin Tucker, the all-star kicker for many years for the Baltimore Ravens, he got caught up in some massage scandals, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go. Deshaun Watson part 2, right? Yeah, funny. This is the irony now. After he gets caught with this stuff, they said, okay, pack your bags. You're going to Cleveland. And I'm like, oh, they shipped this guy to Cleveland. Guess who's in Cleveland? Deshaun Watson. Oh, great. So the guy that's the king of massage scandals, now with the guy who's coming up, it's like, oh, okay, monkey see, monkey do. It's like, come on, bro. Jesus, man. You know what I mean? So it's going to be yeah, man. I don't even know how that's going to work.
You know what? I don't even understand why it's such a big deal because famous people need their tuggies as well, bro.
Okay, but come on, man. You have I get you want to pay the average price, like, of the consumer. But bro, you have millions of dollars. You could literally do this, like call some professional agency. Hey, please come to blah, 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 and no scandal. Just make it happen at the crib, whatever, boom. Okay? That's it. Yeah. It's really like, come on, man. Like, you can do it very professional. That's all I'm saying. Like, man,
Right.
It's just crazy to me because now, like I said, Deshaun Watson had like 38 scandals. Who knows how many of those were real? Okay. I don't know. I don't know how many, but this guy already has what, 6? Who knows if there's more coming? But the funny part is that they're on the same team now.
Right.
Literally on the same team. Like, oh, Jesus. Like Cleveland, like think about the rest of the roster there. Like, oh, great. This is, like, what if you're playing there? What if you're a teammate? Like, oh, great. This is headline news now. Who's going to take us serious if we want to, like, get better as a football team?
I mean, in my opinion, he should have just hit up Robert Kraft and be like, yo, which massage was it that you went to?
Okay, bro. Now you're going too far. You're going too far now, bro. Can you not bring Robert Kraft into this? Can we not bring Kraft into this? This is not the same. Okay? This is totally not the same. Okay? Funny. Come on, man. I can't believe you went there.
Just saying. I mean, the owner of that massage therapy, like, got pardoned afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe that. Like, to me, that was just like wow. Okay.
You couldn't believe what?
That the owner of the massage parlor was pardoned, like by the president out of all people.
Of course he was. Do you know who Robert Kraft is? Come on, man.
Not Robert Kraft that he got pardoned, but the actual owner of the massage therapy got pardoned as well. Like,
of course.
They brought her on stage and all this, like,
They had to, though. Robert Kraft is an important figure.
Oh, I know that, but
that's an important individual.
I know, but maybe not on the same level, but these players are pretty important too, right? Like,
of course, I agree. But are they Robert Kraft?
No.
Exactly. Come on, man. I see where you're going with this, though.
Yeah. It's just not like I'm saying. Humans are humans at the end of the day, right? So we all kind of.
I get you, but I mean, like I said, I'll even give you that. Even Robert Kraft, you an OG, bro. I know you're in, what is he, 70s or 80s? Like, you could do things a whole lot differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man. Let's be smart here. Like,
Right.
let's be smart. You know, like, yeah. So I can't believe you brought that one up. That's a low blow, bro. But that's okay. That's okay. Shout out to
you,
Patriots organization. Hey,
you,
shout out.
you always give me them low blows with the Lakers, so I had to.
I know.
I
It makes sense. That's all I was like, okay, it's cool. It's cool. I'll take that
you
one.
gotta take
That's fine.
advantage sometimes when the
It's all
opportunity
good, man.
arises.
And I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say about the Robert Kraft situation. Oh man, that's funny, man.
What it is. All right, well let's get on to some serious news. So yesterday or last night, I almost went live. I wanted to report this because I was like, damn, this is like really bad. But apparently, a Black Hawk helicopter had a minor collision with a American Airlines jet. It killed basically, they didn't find any survivors. It killed 67 people. This has been the nation's deadliest air disaster since 2001. It's kind of crazy. So this is just what I saw. This is not in the reports of any news, but I basically this was very weird circumstances because, for one, both of these aircrafts, they have very highly technological navigation systems inside them, especially like a Black Hawk helicopter. So for them to crash is very suspicious. I'm not trying to like get into a super like conspiracy theory about this because right now we have to more just pray for the innocent lives that were lost.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just very suspicious to me, like kind of how it happened. I got to see some people pulled up the flight path of this Black Hawk helicopter, and like if you guys look, like do your own research, but look at the flight tracker of this Black Hawk helicopter last night and see what it did. And it literally was going straight towards that airport. I think I forgot the name of the airport, but it's the Washington airport. And it basically almost hit like 3 or 4 other planes before it actually collided with this one in particular. So
What?
yeah, I was watching the whole flight.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was watching the whole flight path of the Black Hawk, and it was literally like really close to hitting like 3 or 4 other planes before it actually got into this one when it got finally much closer to the airport. Here's what to know. The cause of the collision is unclear. The NTSA, the board said it was too soon to speculate and pledged to release a preliminary report within 30 days. Officials said flight conditions were clear and that the jet coming from Kansas, Wichita, was making a routine landing when the helicopter flew into its path. Air traffic control communications. Less than 30 seconds before the crash, air traffic control attempted to reach the helicopter, asking whether it had the plane in sight. It appears air traffic control had no communication with the jet. Identities of the victims are starting to emerge. Passengers on the flight included a group of figure skaters, their coaches, and family members who were returning from a development camp that followed the U.S. Figure Skating Championships in Wichita. And then the last thing it says is that Trump blames DEI. President Trump blamed the crash on federal diversity initiatives, but provided no evidence for the claim and later acknowledged it wasn't. He later signed an executive order to stop woke policies in federal aviation. So, like I said, a lot of news is biased against Donald Trump. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what happened with the whole Donald Trump and this particular situation. So basically, I was watching this today, and he cleared up his statement and what he was saying about the whole diversification of hiring, air traffic controllers was that during the Biden administration, they literally made it legal to hire air traffic controllers that were not mentally stable. Like it was written. Yeah, it was written in this like whole memo, and Trump actually read that today. He made himself clear. So what the AP and what I'm like reading right now, what they're saying is actually not correct because Trump came out today. He did show a memo that was during the Biden administration where they literally were like, yeah, we need to diversify the workplace. And he's not talking about color or race. It's nothing like that. It was literally about mental people that are mentally challenged, that are not all there mentally, like they have some kind of issues. And that's how they were talking about diversifying this whole space of employment, through air traffic control is by hiring people who are not mentally stable. So even I mean, that just make Trump, what Trump is saying makes common sense that they need to stop doing that, because why would you ever put somebody in charge of, landing aircraft and taking aircraft off? And there's so much, that there was actually a whole movie about like, well, it wasn't about aircraft control, but it was, not a movie, the series. Like you seen Breaking Bad, right, Jay?
Of course.
Yeah. So you remember when that air traffic control, when Jesse's girlfriend, the dad, he was an air traffic control person. I remember when his daughter died, like he was mentally uncapable, even though he took time off, he was mentally unstable to be able to do what he did. And he made that the plane crash, they collided. And given this was just, a series, it wasn't in real life, but I'm just trying to put the two and two together. Like that's basically what it is. You cannot put people that are, that mentally are not, stable into a position like that. So that's, of course. I just want to clarify the whole Trump thing. I'm not like a person who's like super like, like a Republican or nothing like that. This is just what Trump had clarified and he stated. So I'm just letting you people know, the Average Day Joes community, that don't believe exactly everything you hear from the news, because the media, of course, always blows a lot of stuff out of proportion. I am gonna I'm gonna do a little like dive into a little bit deeper conspiracy with this as well. And this is just something I heard, so don't take this to heart. This is just something I totally heard, so don't take this to heart. This is not reported anywhere except a couple of videos that I saw somewhere. But basically, they were saying that it was also like a black flag operation, because supposedly on the Black Hawk helicopter, from what I understand, they had some Russian ambassadors on there or something. Like I said, this is not confirmed. This is just something I heard, but literally it sounded like they were basically trying to portray it as they crashed because they had these like highly official ranking Russians on the Black Hawk helicopter that they were transporting, and they crashed because they're trying to insinuate more like quicker a war with Russia, and that's like that's more of the elite. It's not something that the Republicans or anybody's doing. Is just kind of something that happens, on a whole different level, on a whole different scale that nobody even has control of. So, like I said, it's not confirmed. This is just something I heard as a conspiracy theory, and you know what I mean. Like I said in the very beginning, before I even started reporting this, both of these aircraft have very superior navigational systems. So for this to have happened, and then if you look at the flight path of the Black Hawk helicopter, there had to be a lot more than what is just in that they are saying, and that's just kind of what I wanted to say about that. So I don't know. Do you have any opinions on that, Jay?
I'll tell you this. My head goes to, I need the flight list, because there's someone important on that flight that has important stuff. Right. The one that that had the 67 people killed.
Exactly.
Either someone on there had patents, or someone that was very important that someone wanted to take out.
Definitely.
That's it. It's not you know what I mean? Someone found out that, oh, this person's on here. Yeah. Usually it's about patents, or it's about something like that, Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I would believe. That's what I would think. I don't know about the whole Russian thing on the Blackhawks, unless they were trying to, hijack it. But that's kind of weird. I didn't even think of that.
Right. And I mean, I'm sure the deep state did not want to take out a figure skating team. You know what I mean?
No, that's what I mean. No, but see, you see how you read, because I'm here like, okay, who's on the flight? Who's on the flight log? Who's and then you tell me about a figure skating team. Like, oh, that. I'm sure that was on there, but who else? Yeah. I want to know who else.
Exactly. It's already proven that airplanes are safer than cars and everything else. Like there's really, it's very like it almost never like plane crashes almost never happen. It does happen from time to time, but if you compare the number of accidents that happen with cars or other vehicles, then it's almost like one to like a million, I would say. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
That's because planes are practically AI.
Yeah,
you really punch everything in, and you're there just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you were really that's how. Yeah, it's been like that for a long time.
Right.
So the fact that what you said, like that it crashed into like many different, that's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't even know that.
Like, I mean, wow. Airplanes can literally get struck by lightning and they'll be okay. Like they can still move, so
that's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but what if there's EMP?
Yeah, that's a whole different story,
Exactly. So if there's EMP, your plane's done.
Yeah, definitely. But they can still land planes,
I mean?
Without any of the engines working, just as in.
Nah, you crashing, bro. You crashing.
No, yeah,
I'm not saying anyone released a nuke. I'm just saying if there's EMP, and it goes off, everything within that radius is done.
No, for sure.
Anything electric.
Yeah. So basically, what would happen is the engines would turn off. They would fail. But planes can still glide in the air. They don't just fall down like that. They actually can glide in the air without the engines on, and that's exactly what happened. Even in that movie, Sully, the Tom Hanks movie where he landed it on the Hudson. It was based on a true story. Yeah, he lost his engines, and he was still able to land it. But you need to be able to land it either by an airport or somewhere where it'll be safe to land. Or you're gonna.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just everything. All the electronics are done.
Yeah, exactly.
All bad.
All bad. But yeah, EMP will be a conspiracy for another day. We got to talk about that one.
That's crazy.
Moving on with some political news. What is Trump doing, Jay? We got a report on this.
I saw it on X. President Trump just implemented 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico.
Oh, wow.
So he wanted. He was talking about the big fentanyl craze. And as he was going about that, because he does, we have a lot of fentanyl in our country. We see it every day in San Francisco. Like, it's bad, man. The Tenderloin. Oh man, it's actually embarrassing and bad, man. It's messed up. Seeing all the people on fentanyl. So we see it firsthand every day. Like that community out there, pray for them, man, because they're done for, man. Every day, like they're like walking zombies, and they're not even allowed on Market Street anymore. So you see them; they're all congregating on 6th Street. It's crazy to me, you know what I mean? But that goes into, he also wants to implement it on China as well. That's what he said right after he was talking about fentanyl. He said they send the most to our country. That's what he believes.
Send the most fentanyl?
Yeah. So he wants to implement the 25% on China as well.
Right.
So he said that'll be coming shortly. So Mexico and Canada, and then China as well.
And do you know
he also said I can't remember the exact number, but he said it was like 175 billion from Mexico we would save, and then something like 100-something billion with Canada. So he's trying to, business with our country. You know what I mean? Try to get our deficit more down. I'm sure he's working with DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency with Elon. So I'm sure he's figuring out all the math. You know what I'm saying?
And do you know what they're saying about the oil? Like, I guess they're saying there might not be any kind of tariffs on oil.
No, I don't think so. He didn't bring that up. I don't think so. I don't think there's any tariffs on that.
Okay, yeah. I remember.
Yeah, he did not say anything on that. I don't believe.
Okay, so yeah. Well, yeah.
We'd have to look at it in depth, but I don't think he said anything about that.
Yeah. So. Just what I'm reading here just says like President Trump on Thursday said he would soon decide whether to exclude Canadian and Mexican oil imports from the 25% tariffs. So,
yeah, no, I don't know.
He might.
I don't think he brought it. He might exclude it.
Yeah, he might exclude Canadian and Mexican oil imports,
okay.
But I don't think he would, just because we're starting to drill again all over the U.S., Gulf of America. So I think we're gonna have so much oil that we're not gonna be depending on oil from Canada or Mexico anymore.
That's what I mean. We don't need to.
Yeah. So why not throw that 25% tariff on oil as well?
That's what I mean. We don't. We have. We don't use, but we have plenty, which is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well. No, sorry, Canada, Mexico, and China, but it is
business. It's business, man. Business. I mean, I don't mean to say it in a mean way. It's business.
Yeah.
We can't keep adding to our deficit every year. It's insane to me.
Right.
It's insane. Oh yeah, here, let's just add another 80 billion, another 100 billion. Like what? Dude, come on. Can we start going the opposite way?
Exactly.
Jesus, man. Like, it's like, oh, let's just tack it on, tack it on, tack it on. Like, Jesus, man. It doesn't even make sense to me,
No,
you
it
know?
does.
So
Sure.
hearing stuff like this is like, okay, cool. Someone thinking business for once. Hey, let's simple accounting here. Let's, come
Yeah.
on, man.
No,
So
definitely.
hearing
Definitely.
stuff like this, I'm like, okay, good. Moving in the right direction.
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Business 101, man.
All right. Well, let's move on from Business 101 to Business 102. And let me give you guys a little bit of technology news. So it looks like technology stocks are kind of going up again today after this whole, craze with this whole what was it, Deep Seek, where the
Oh,
AI.
DeepSeek, yeah.
So yeah, so that was the whole craze, and that made all these technology stocks go down. But it looks like everything's kind of going back up today, and at least in the technology sector, and that is
Yeah.
because partially NVIDIA, the chip maker, they released a brand new chipset, and that is the 5090 and the 5080, which if you try to get it, you're not going to be able to because it's already sold out instantly by scalpers, and these scalpers, they're already putting these on eBay for over $6,000. So they're listing these for like $6,000, but in the store, they're literally at MSRP, they're $2,000, $1,999. So yeah, the scalpers already bought them all up. You can't get them, but they are here, and in a matter of time, probably another year, you guys will probably be able to get them. Because people were camping out supposedly for these. These are these are the most powerful chipset on the market right now. It says the whole thing that all these people bought him. It says NVIDIA released a statement. It says it wasn't entirely unexpected that NVIDIA had released a warning that stock for the new generation of graphics card was going to be low, with manufacturer MSI even delaying the launch of RTX 5090 until February 6th. Lines had grown long at U.S. distributor Micro Center, where hopeful buyers camped out for a chance at snagging one. With stock levels low, scalpers have overtaken eBay listings for the product, with sold listings of the RTX 5090 reaching over $6,000, a 200% increase over the MSRP price of $2,000 of the 5090. Third-party manufacturers are also marking up their MSRP price of the 5090 RTX, with the Asus ROG Astral reaching $2,799, a 40% increase in asking price. This isn't uncommon for higher-end cards, but the $800 increase is a whole PS5 Pro. So I guess they're putting those into the PS5 Pros. So those are going to be they are very powerful, especially if you're like a miner. This actually might be one of those chipsets, that's a game changer where you're going to be able to mine blocks faster if you're doing crypto mining and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. So, besides that, I just kind of wanted to give you a heads up because this is our technology segment. So I just wanted to give you a little heads up that we do have a new chipset out. Besides that, after all, the Blackwell, so they're talking about the whole NVIDIA as a whole, because they did have a low yield on other chips, the B100 or the boards, the B100 board and the B200 boards, and it says that the Blackwell B200 chip and the RTX 50 series share the same overall manufacturing process. NVIDIA's revenue from its data center customers reached a staggering $30.8 billion in Q3 of 2025. By comparison, its gaming revenue sat at just $3.3 billion. So, definitely technology stocks are going up a little bit today. So that is my technology segment, and let's go on to some movie news. What is coming out soon, Jay?
So what's trending on X is I was curious. I said Scream 7. I was like, damn, that's because I remember Scream back in the day. That was one of my favorite series, man. So I remember I watched up to 4. And I was like, okay, these are cool. 4 came out, I believe, in like 2010, 2011. And then now they've obviously had 5, 6, and now 7. And I was like, Scream 7. So I clicked on it and I was like, oh, damn, they're bringing back Matthew Lillard, one of my favorite actors. You know what I mean? He's from the very first one. His name was Stu in it. So they're bringing him back and bringing back, I believe it was Scott Foley.
Yeah, Scott
He
Foley.
was in the second or third one. I can't remember. Third one, yeah. So he was like Sydney's half brother, which is Nev Campbell. So I'm curious to see what the storyline's gonna be. Like they're bringing back these people. I'm like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that series has been going on for a while, So I'm curious, man. You know, obviously, I'm gonna have to watch 5 and 6 to really see what's going on. But you know, I remember the first four very, very stout. Those were I loved it. You know what I mean?
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, so even I'll want to check this one out for sure. Scream
So,
7.
is Sydney coming? She's going to be there, right? Like she's the main, one of the main characters.
I would think so. She's been the main character for the whole series.
Right.
Now I have to watch 5 and 6, so I don't know.
Huh.
You know, so yeah, I would think so. You never know though. I don't know. So I've missed, you know, because I know that things changed with 5 and 6. In
Yeah. That's,
4, she was in it, and I believe it wasn't her daughter, but it was like her niece, and her
uh-huh.
niece tried to kill her in part 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, but she ended up living. Like she goes stabbed, and then it was her niece who tried to kill her, and
Okay.
then she was stabbed, but she ended up living. So that's what I mean. So in 5, 6, I don't know. I have to watch 5, 6, and then obviously I'll catch 7 when it comes out.
Right.
But
Right.
yeah, I was intrigued when I saw that. I was like, okay, Scream 7? What? Damn, they're on 7? Jesus. You know, where have I been?
I know. It says right here that Foley joins Campbell, May, and McHale as well as fellow franchise veterans Courtney Cox as Gail,
Oh,
and
there you
Mason,
go. So they're all
yeah,
in it.
and
Good.
Mason Gooding, and Jasmine Savvy Brown as Chad, and Mindy Meeks Martin. So
Okay. So yeah, they're all in it. That tells me that most of the original cast in it. So that's
yeah,
cool. That's good to know.
and that's set to be released on February 27th of 2026. So it's still about
Oh, next year.
next
I thought it was going to be this year.
next
Okay,
year.
so that's okay. So they're probably okay. They're probably finalizing, finishing. Okay, so
Yeah,
next year that'll be okay. So that's
definitely.
next year. Ah, man, I wonder why it's trending today. That's
I
weird.
wonder. It's probably because they probably announced the whole cast. That's kind of my opinion. I don't know if that's why
Yeah,
it's trending, but it's probably the whole cast,
yeah,
or
yeah. I mean,
because
that's just a year though.
yeah, or it could be also trending because they came out with the trailer. So I don't even know if this
They
is
got a
the
trailer.
I don't know if this is the official trailer because sometimes
Let
those
me see.
they
Show
get the.
me the trailer.
But yeah, let's go into the trailer. Let's show the Average Day Joe's community. If you guys are into the Scream series, let us show you
I want to
guys
see the trailer.
what the
I'm
trailer is
curious.
out there. So let me share this with you guys real quick. I'm gonna just make the screen bigger so we can all see this ourselves. All right, make it a huge screen. No audio
There we
though,
go.
so get copyrighted. So like I said, I can't tell you if this is the official one or not, but this is what it's on. It's on the internet right now.
Oh, damn. Did you ever watch a lot of the Scream series?
I did like the first three, like you.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is a trip.
We gotta see this in 4XD when it comes out, bro.
40X, boy. It's the only
40,
only way to watch movies,
right.
man. Trust me.
Get some
Trust me.
get some blood spilt on our face.
Well, like I said, everything will be moving too.
There
That's
we
the
go.
best part, you
I
know.
know.
It looks cool.
No, definitely, definitely.
It looks
But,
like it's a real trailer too.
yeah, no, definitely.
That's for sure.
Coming soon.
Okay, man. Okay, all right. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to see. I gotta watch the other two though this year, five
Yeah,
and six, and then 7 come out next year. I'll check that out. That'll
exactly.
definitely be in 40X for sure.
Yeah, we'll see that. We'll check that one out.
That's for sure.
All right. In other entertainment news, I have some sad news for all the OGs who know this actress. So it looks like the singer and actress Marianne Faithfull dies at 78. Singer and actress Marianne Faithfull, she died at the age of 78. Her spokesman has said, born in Hampstead in December of 1946. She was known for hits like As Tears Go By, which reached the UK top 10 in 64, and for starring roles in films including 1968's The Girl on a Motorcycle. She was also famously the girlfriend of Rolling Stones frontman Mike Jagger in the 1960s, inspiring songs such as Wild Horses and You Can't Always Get What You Want. After a period of heroin addiction in the 70s, she resurrected her career with the classic album Broken English. Paying tribute, Jagger described Faithful as a wonderful friend, a beautiful singer, and a great actress, saying he was so saddened. His bandmate Keith Richards posted that he was also so sad following Faithful's death, adding that she will be missed. Rolling Stones guitarist Ronnie Wood posted twice on Instagram. One, an old picture of him, Faithful, and Richards in a recording studio with the caption "Farewell, dear Marianne," and of a more recent shot of the pair with the words "Marianne will be dearly missed." So, she passed away peacefully in London today in the company of her loving family. That was a statement from the spokesperson. She will be dearly missed. That's what everybody's saying. The singer had previously suffered multiple health problems, including bulimia, breast cancer, emphysema caused by decades of smoking. In 2020, she contracted COVID-19 and was hospitalized for 22 days. Doctors said she did not expect her to survive, but she pulled through, releasing her 21st album, She Walks in Beauty, a year later. So yeah, if you guys want to check her out, her last album was She Walks in Beauty, which I guess was a few years back. It wasn't that long ago, and she was still coming out with stuff, So her international hit that made it, big time. A version was light and breathy, developed in a folk pulp style that was to become her trademark during the swinging '60s. So yeah. So I guess she was famous with Rolling Stones, and I just wanted to let you guys know that she did pass today. For all the OGs out here who know who this person is, and R.I.P. to her. And like we said before, R.I.P. to all the victims of the plane crash that we reported on earlier as well, because it was a very sad day today and yesterday for what happened with these tragedies. Obviously, the plane crash being a very huge tragedy. That being said, let us see what Jay is watching today. Jay, what is in the background, brother?
I was watching The Godfather.
Oh, okay. That's a classic.
Yeah. One of my, it's probably out of every movie, my all-time favorite.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other better. Yeah, like both part one and part two. It's one of my favorite movies. I grew up on it, so it reminds me of family.
You're watching
You know
part
what I
one?
mean? Yeah, I was watching part one. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, man.
Very cool. That's a good movie. What
Oh yeah, one of the best.
you wanna give a little premises on what it is for all the people that never seen it?
If you've never seen The Godfather, you better see that. That's like it's like mandatory. I feel everyone should see The Godfather.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's about a kid, grows up Sicily, and then, comes over to America, has to really hustle hard and make it, and then becomes a big time, boss, basically in the community, the Sicilian Italian community,
Right.
and then becomes a predominant name with the other families, and then they end up going up against each other, like mafia style, basically,
Oh, okay. So it's a mafia
But
movie.
yeah, but more organized crime. Not like it's organized crime.
So
So
it's not like Scarface or thing?
no, exactly. It's definitely not like that at all. It's more like more methodical thought, like playing chess.
Yeah.
Different moves react to this. Depending on
Right.
who you have in your pocket, who you're associated with.
Oh, okay.
Definitely one of the best
So
movies ever.
who's the main character of that movie?
You got Al Pacino's in this movie,
Okay.
Marlon Brando.
Nice.
A lot of heavy hitters in this movie. So yeah,
Definitely.
Corleone crime family, man. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, but they actually casted some real life mafia people for the movie. So
Oh, I'm sure.
kind of cool. Yeah. So this came out, Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola, the director, this came out before obviously we were born, but like he really shaped a lot of things from this movie, like this
Right.
was a game changer in the movie theaters and the movies. So
That's true.
yeah, one of the best, man. Yeah, without a doubt, my favorite movie out of every movie. So that says a lot right there because I'm a big movie buff.
Okay.
Yeah, without
So
a doubt.
is it safe to say you give it a 10
Oh yeah,
out of 10?
this one and part two. It's very rare where you can have like a series and then the second one be just as good as the first one.
That's true.
Very rare that happens. It's a rarity. I can
How,
only think of a couple other series that's happened.
so how many parts you said are there for this movie?
There's three.
3 parts. Okay. So how
Yeah.
is 3 compared to 1 and 2?
No, I it's not for me. Like
No,
I watched it, but it's yeah, because like it's just different.
I got you.
It's not like 1 and 2, man. You know what I mean?
I got
So
you. So I mean, what given the actors and who's in that, I would say probably. I mean, both Marlon Brando and Al Pacino are probably the two biggest names there.
yeah.
Al Pacino being like probably a little bit more of a recognized name.
Now,
So
yeah. But
yeah,
Marlon Brando growing up, obviously he was a big name.
no, definitely. But
Yeah.
for like I'm saying for like today's audience, it would probably be Al Pacino because he's still
Well, yeah,
super.
of course, because he's still like out there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that being said, Al Pacino, what would be I guess your another movie, like I know that is your favorite one, but what would be like a second favorite that you recommend for the average day Joe's community to watch?
For Al Pacino?
Pacino movies, yeah.
Well, I mean, you did bring up Scarface. That's one of his best movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was also Serpico. I don't know if you know. Have you seen Serpico?
Is it like is
So
the name?
Serpico, he was a cop, crooked cop,
Oh, okay.
so corrupt cop. So like Al Pacino's another. So obviously this was one of the best movies of his career, but he's had so many good movies, man. Like I said, Scarface, Serpico, Heat with Robert De Niro, another great actor. You go Donnie Brasco. Like I mean, this guy has. I mean, his movie, like it's impressive.
Yeah,
All the
definitely.
movies he's been in.
Speaking of Heat, that movie's a really great movie. Don't get me wrong, but there was one thing that I think they did totally like wrong with that movie, and it
What?
confused the heck out of me. Or
What?
yeah, it confused the heck out of me. In that movie, for some reason, I could sometimes I couldn't distinguish Robert De Niro from Al Pacino. Like they literally looked very similar in that movie, and I was like,
Well,
damn,
because
you know what I mean?
yeah, I know. But it's because they kind of mirrored each other. One was a criminal, one was a lieutenant.
I know, but they were
You
just
know what
so
I mean?
similar looking in that movie that sometimes I was like, wait, which one is this? Like, I had to like really look to be like, all right, like I think
But
I had to watch it like 2-3 times to like really get the whole gist. Like, which one was the cop again? Which one was like, you know what I mean? Just because it was so kind of similar
but
in that sense.
I like how they did that on purpose because, like I said, they're mirroring each other. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So yeah, that was one. Honestly, that yeah, like so, the guy's made so many good movies, man. It's not even it's crazy to me.
And he's like you said, also he's also a very diverse actor because he goes from like sports, which is any given Sunday movie.
Oh man,
Which
excellent
probably,
movie.
yeah, exactly. Which I knew you would probably.
One of my favorites.
There you go. And then he makes these like super dramatic movies, like "Scent of a Woman," from '92, where like, oh my god,
I
like,
can't say I've actually never seen that. I
oh,
know
wow.
I've seen the name, but I've never watched that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely. I mean, it's very drama. It's a slow paced movie. You'd have to really like pay attention to it.
Yeah,
But definitely a great movie. One of those, like, you know what I mean? That's just very
yeah.
dramatic. And he played. That was such a winning role of his. Like, you know what I mean? He really
Scent of a
played.
Woman.
Yeah, his performance on that one.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't forget also his other mafia movies, like one of the biggest ones.
Carlito's Way.
Carlito's Way. That
I
was
knew you
one
were
of
gonna say
my
that.
favorites.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah. That was one of my.
I know because I know you like that movie a lot.
I do. If it's on, I'm watching it. I love that movie.
I know you like that movie. I know. I remember.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Carlito's Way.
I actually haven't seen that one in a long time.
No, I know.
Do you see what I mean though? How many movies this guy has, man? It's insane. His movie catalog is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And then also I can recommend also like Two for the Money. That was a really good.
That was one of my. So that's sports gambling.
Exactly.
And that's one of, I believe, Matthew McConaughey, and them working together, hilarious, dude, hilarious. Great movie, man. Great movie.
Would you say any? What about any underrated movies by him that you've seen that you're like, damn, I'm surprised this hasn't got any like so much publicity.
Underrated?
Underrated.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't find any movies that are underrated with Pacino, man. Like, what would be underrated? Like, like I mean, like I said, maybe in Nah, because he plays significant roles in all movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what would be underrated, man. Like I don't know. You know?
I'll say two, and you tell me what you think about these, if you even seen these or not.
Yeah.
But I'll say two that I think are somewhat under. They kind of went under the radar, like it just wasn't like publicized, you know, that like a lot of his other movies are. Okay, so I'll say the first one, which came out the first one which came out in 2002.
What was
Insomnia.
it?
Insomnia.
Never saw it.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what? The crazy thing about that movie, it's about so the cast for that movie was crazy because you had him paired up with Robin Williams, bro.
No way.
Yeah, nobody, not a
Robin
lot of people
Williams.
know about that. Robin Williams had an acting role with him that they both played.
Insomnia?
Yeah, I like Robin Williams. From what I remember, he was some kind of like that was one of his more serious roles where he was kind of like a psycho killer type dude, you know. And basically, Al Pacino, I think he had to like figure him out and stuff.
He was Robin Williams was a serial killer?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No way.
It's underrated because not a lot of people would expect that.
I may have to check that one out.
You got to check that one out, bro.
I can't even. You want to talk about under the radar? I'll go with that. If they had those two guys in it, I've never even seen it. That's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, I'll just read you a little premises on that one. So it says that veteran police detective Al Pacino, who was sent to a small Alaskan town to investigate the murder of a teenage girl, forced into a psychological game of cat and mouse by the primary suspect, Robin Williams. Events escalate, and the detective finds his own stability dangerously threatened.
Wow. Okay. Hey, that sounds like a good one.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
You're going to be seeing that one on in the background in the next couple of weeks.
And
that's crazy.
That was directed by Christopher Nolan, actually.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Okay. And you know, he did the Batmans.
Yo, did he? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So he did Dark Knight, Batman Begins, and yeah. So hey, shout out Christopher Nolan. I know that's a good movie. I know Insomnia is a good movie. That's going to be on in the next few weeks.
I'm glad that, you know, for our Average Day Joe's community, because if you haven't seen it and you're such a movie buff, I'm sure a lot of the audience hasn't seen it. So I'm glad I can bring.
I have to see this movie though. Just from Robin Williams, Pacino, and Christopher Nolan. Hey man, I already know it's a good movie.
Exactly.
Without a doubt. I can't imagine Robin Williams playing a suspect like a killer. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That was like one of his few roles where he did something serious like that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know how his acting is.
That's what I mean. I can't even picture it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
That would be a good one to check out.
R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Robin Williams. One of my favorite actors too.
And then I would say the second one that I would feel, but it wouldn't be as much under the radar as this one. You probably did see this one, but it's just kind of a forgotten one by him, and that was The Recruit.
Colin Farrell.
Yep.
I saw it.
You saw it, right?
I saw it. Yeah, I did.
So I would say that kind of went under the radar, but it was a really good like cat and mouse game between them two.
I was gonna say that was a good one too. Yeah, I did see that one though.
Yeah,
I did see that one.
As I'm saying, it's not like Insomnia under the radar, but it's definitely one of those.
Yeah, Insomnia. I'm just shocked that I didn't see that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like, what?
Exactly.
That's a trip.
Cool. Well, let's move on to some wealth news with the crypto prices. Let's see what's going on in crypto today, since we did have some technology news with NVIDIA and all. So let's go on in crypto. We got Bitcoin today sitting at 104,029. So it hit like 105 yesterday as it went down slightly. It's down 0.57% in the last 24 hours. But there is a lot of good positive news again with crypto, some kind of legislative news that was written into law. So I don't see crypto going down that much as of right now. It's going to be holding steady as long as there's no like black swan event type stuff. Number two, the biggest altcoin, we have Ethereum. It's sitting at 3,239. You guys are up 2.54%, or 2.55 now as we speak, and that is within the last 24 hours. Your number three, XRP. You guys are sitting at $3.10. You guys are down 0.47% in the last 24 hours. And number five, Solana. You are sitting at $236, and you're down 0.33% in the last 24 hours. On the crypto whole market cap, we're still sitting at 3.57 trillion, which is a 1.24 increase over the last 24 hours. We have fear and greed index at neutral. It's at 54, so it's kind of it went a little bit from yesterday's greed to a little bit more of a neutral stance, but that's just it's not even in the middle neutral. So I think that people are just kind of like, let's hold off here, but some people are like, no, let's buy. So I think it's just kind of like in the middle because of that. 58%. Bitcoin is at 58% dominance. You got Ethereum at 11.4% dominance. So it looks like Ethereum has actually, the dominance of Ethereum is going up over Bitcoin right now. So that means that usually altcoins do rise. Your top 5 trending coins for today, you have number 1, Grok 3. It's another Grok one, which, like we said before, X, now X is part of Grok. That's their AI. It's like their Chat GPT version for X. That is up 52% in the last 24 hours. Then number 2, Litecoin, LTC. You guys are up 7.85% in the last 24 hours. That is your trending number 2 coin. Number 3, SUI, SUI. That is up 8% in the last 24 hours. That's actually I would say that is a really good coin. If you don't know about that one, do a little bit of research on that one. It is a good coin, in my opinion, to invest in. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my own personal opinion. Number 4, Jasmy. You guys are up 31.26% in the last 24 hours. I also heard a lot of good things about Jasmy. I will look into that one for future reference if you want something that's stable, long-term growth. Number 5, haven't seen this one trending in a really, really long time, but out of all, it's XLM. XLM, you guys are up 6.45% in the last 24 hours. That being said, let us go over our top 5 gainers of the day. We have number 1, the innovation game. Totally new one I've never seen before. That is up, or it's actually down. It's up in the last 24 hours, 2,003%. That one is at a market cap of 10 million right now. So that one is a pretty, I guess it's pretty stable in a sense because it's not like super low market cap. So you can take your chances. It looks like it might be one that is not like a meme coin. It might come out. Number 2, this was also trending yesterday. It's still trending as number 2, Liberty World Financial. You guys are still up today, 1,440% in the last 24 hours. So shout out to all the Liberty World Financial holders. I'm going to literally, after this show, I am going to start looking into this coin because it is trending for a while now. And it looks like the market cap is sitting at 5 million, so it's still a pretty low market cap. I think it has a lot of room to grow if it is somewhat of a coin that has a lot of utility in the crypto space. Number 3, CatX, that is up 1,380% in the last 24 hours. I guess it's like the new hype of the cat meme coin because it's been outperforming PopCat, which is probably the second biggest good performing, or like I would say once in a while, good performing meme coin for cats. Number 4, you got beers. It is up 546% in the last 24 hours. That is a meme coin, so be careful of that one. It's only at a 2 million market cap. Number 5, Trump MAGA. You guys are up 569% in the last 24 hours. So that one, it actually has a pretty high market cap. It's sitting at like 521 million right now. So yeah, that one is doing pretty good. And then if there's any notable ones I can mention for you guys, number 9 will be MAGA People, 474% in the last 24 hours. GameStop coin, you guys are up 425% in the last 24 hours. Trump with hat, 419% in the last 24 hours. Number 20, you got Sora Grok sitting at 394% in the last 24 hours. That is up. Besides that, there's no other real ones that I really would want to go into to kind of let you guys know about because I don't know. I'll give you guys somewhat of a funny one. There's number 40. It's Habibi. They got a new one called Habibi. It's up 68% in the last 24 hours. So yeah. So, that is the crypto news. Yeah, if you guys want to invest in Habibi, that might be a hitter for the meme coins. But yeah. So let us go on. And let us go through tomorrow's weather forecast for the nation. Let us see if you guys are going to be traveling over the weekend, what will be happening, and where will be the warmest and the coldest spots for tomorrow's forecast. So let me just pull up the screen for you guys really quick. In the West Coast, just FYI, we will be expecting a lot of rain for the next 6 days. So anywhere from San Francisco all the way up to Seattle, we will have a lot of rain. So if you are going up to the West Coast, anywhere above San Francisco, just get your umbrellas and raincoats ready because it will be 6 or 7 days of rain in the forecast. So you got the hottest temperature, Texas, Brownsville. You guys will be at 81 tomorrow. That is the 81 degrees. That will be the hottest spot. And the coldest for tomorrow looks like it's going to be North Dakota, I believe, and that is Minot, North Dakota, or Minot. That is at 14 degrees only tomorrow. So it beats out Maine, which has been kind of the coldest for a while. That being said, that is your hottest and coldest. We have San Francisco tomorrow sitting at 54 with rain. You got Seattle sitting at 49 with rain. LA, San Diego, you guys will be in the 60s, mid 60s tomorrow with partly cloudy conditions. Phoenix, you guys will be at 69 degrees, nice and pleasant. You got Denver sitting at 59, while Salt Lake City is only at 46. Kansas City, you guys will be at 48. You got Dallas at 66. You got Houston at 70. Albuquerque will be at 54. Minneapolis, you guys are at 39 degrees tomorrow. Chicago, you will be raining at 41 degrees. You got also St. Louis at 53 with cloudy conditions. Detroit, you guys will be also raining with 39 degrees. You got Cincinnati at 60. You're going to have Atlanta at 62, while Jacksonville, right below Atlanta, you're going to be at 80 degrees. So a pretty significant difference. So if you want to get away to the heat over the weekend, on the East Coast, your definitely best bet would be to go to Florida, while Tampa and Miami are both going to be sitting in the high 70s. Charlotte, you'll be at 70 degrees, as in Washington. Basically anything above Norfolk, Virginia, all the way up is going to be raining, and that's going to be Norfolk at 70 still, which is pretty warm. But then Washington, right off the back, will be at 55. New York, 45. Boston, 41 degrees. And Buffalo, you guys will be at 38 degrees tomorrow. So yeah, that is our weather forecast for tomorrow, just in case you guys dress accordingly, either with shorts or with raincoats. But either way, just be aware of tomorrow's weather. That is my weather forecast, and let us get on to the astrology of tomorrow to kind of lead you on for the day for tomorrow. So we always start off with the first zodiac of the house, which is my sign, Aries. Aries, tomorrow your determination will be strong. Push forward on projects, but be mindful of being too forceful in conversations. Patience will serve you well. Then we got Taurus. A moment of clarity regarding finances or relationships may arise. Trust your instincts and take practical steps toward long-term stability. Your Gemini, your social skills will be in full swing, and conversation could lead to an exciting opportunity to stay open and engaged with those around you. Cancer, self-care will be essential tomorrow. Take a break from stress and focus on what brings you peace, whether that's family, rest, or creativity. Tomorrow for the Leos, which is Jay's sign, your leadership qualities will shine. Whether at work or in personal matters, people are looking to your guidance. Lead with confidence and kindness. So that will be for you tomorrow, Jay.
Always.
We got our Virgo. Attention and detail will be important. Don't let perfectionism slow you down. Trust your skills and keep moving forward. Our Libra, a relationship may require balance tomorrow. Be honest about your needs while also considering the perspective of others. We have our Scorpios. Transformation will be happening within tomorrow. Let go of the past doubts and embrace the next step in your personal or professional journey. Then our Sagittarius, your adventurous spirit will be calling. Whether it's travel, learning, or trying something new, tomorrow will be a perfect day for breaking out of the routine. You guys in Sagittarius, you guys have been kind of having the same one for a while. You guys definitely are, whatever planet is aligned with your guys' sign right now, it's definitely calling you guys out to travel. And my wife is a Sagittarius, so I will be taking her out summers this weekend to kind of fulfill her astrology for the weekend. And we also do a date with Kate session on Sundays and a chef with Jeff on Saturdays. So you will see those videos up on the weekend as well. Capricorn, a disciplined approach will help you accomplish more than expected. Stay focused and don't let minor distractions throw you off course. Aquarius, your ideas are ahead of their time. Share them confidently, but be patient if others take time to understand your vision. Then last but not least, we have our Pisces. Your intuition will be heightened. Trust your gut feelings, especially when making decisions about relationships or creative projects. That is our astrology of the day, or of tomorrow's day. So just, yeah, lead that into whatever you guys are doing tomorrow. Take it with a grain of salt, but kind of just let it lead a little bit to like if something is happening, I might have read it to you guys today to kind of let you guys know why or what it might be happening in your lives, or how to take advantage of tomorrow. And that being said, let us get on to our last segment, which is the conspiracy theory of the day. So, Jay, yesterday on our episode, you had a conspiracy theory of a suicidal poem, right?
Correct.
What was the name of that poem?
Tamino's Hell.
So Tamino's Hell. So if you haven't heard of Tamino's Hell, Tamino's Hell, look at yesterday's episode, and it's a really good conspiracy theory. I had never heard of it, but basically, if you read this poem out loud, you'll be dead in 7 days, and that's the gist of the poem. Like the best way I can say it.
Yeah, that's a good sum up.
Yeah, and that was a great one. So I kind of wanted to piggyback off of that one with something that I found actually before that happened in Europe. And back in the day, there was a song that was composed, and it was from Hungary. And a lot of people, if they listen to this song, it actually makes you commit suicide as well.
What?
Have you heard about that or no?
No.
No? Okay, so good. It'll be a good one.
Don't play the song.
I'm not gonna play. Hey, but check this out. I actually did hear it before. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just wanted to see kind of what it was about. And it's kind of like a Mozart type piece. It's not like there's no vocals in it or nothing.
Yeah.
But literally, if you guys, Average Day Joe's community, if you guys look this up, the Hungarian song, and you listen to it, I don't suggest to listen to the whole thing, because who knows like how real some of this stuff could be, or maybe even the energy of the song, But when I heard it, I would say that how do I put this? The way that it's played, the energy that comes out of that song, you can feel the vibration as a very low vibration when you're listening to it. Like it's very dark. It's a very dark type of song. And it's very hard to explain if you don't listen to it, but I guarantee you, if you try to listen to just a little piece of it, you'll definitely be like, wow, this is like a very it's almost like it just really, like, the whole mood of you just goes down by listening to it. It's very scary in a way. But I didn't try to listen to the whole song. So let me just go over like a little brief thing about it. So the song name is called Gloomy Sunday. So yeah, maybe it's a Sunday thing. Don't listen to it on a Sunday out of all days, okay? Even if it's part of it. But anyway, this little ditty song has its origins in pre-World War II Hungary. It was composed in 1933 by Rezo, which is Rezso, Seres, Seress. It was based on an earlier poem by Laszlo Javar. Both the song and poem were entitled Gloomy Sunday. Cerise added verses to the poem and made musical corrections to some of the lines, and so it could be best be said that the song is truly his creation. According to legend, the song became a bit of a hit in 1933 and 1934 across Europe, and sparked a wave of suicides in teens and young adults who listened to it. There is no evidence to entirely back this, but it's possible that the song did inspire some individuals already depressed due to the economic conditions of the 30s to end their lives. The song became known as the Hungarian suicide song because of the number of supposed suicides it inspired. In 1941, American singer Billie Holiday recorded probably the most famous version of the song, which was a hit for the younger singer. The song continued to be popular through the 1940s, and the Holiday version of the song was banned in the UK, possibly due to the legend of the melody's effect on young people. In 1969, the composer Cerise committed suicide. So the actual composer of the song committed suicide by leaping from his apartment window. He actually survived the fall, but later at the hospital, he managed to choke himself to death with a piece of wire. According to his obituary, Cerise's success with Gloomy Sunday was a contributing factor to his death. He could never recreate his success with the legendary song, and so sank deep into depression. Another victim of the song's lullaby. The song has been remade several times since then, seeming to lose its power as the years pass by. However, there have been a number of suicides where the victim asked for Gloomy Sunday to be played at their funeral, or left fragments of their song in their note of or left fragments of the song in their notes. So perhaps on the overcast, chilly Sunday afternoon, you'll come across the unusual MP3 file, Gloomy Sunday, and give it a play. And maybe you'll discover the secret of the song, the reason it drives some people to suicide. So yeah, that is the conspiracy. That is my conspiracy about the suicide song. And Jay, so you never heard of it, huh?
No, I ain't
So
listened to it either.
it's kind of crazy though, right? Like you have the song
Yeah,
that really people like. So you have the poem, and now you have a
yeah,
song. So if you put
yeah. It's just yeah.
so I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, because Alyssa had me yesterday read the translation that you gave me.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe play it's a 4 minute song. Maybe we play the first 30 seconds. So what do you think?
Okay. I don't know. That's
What
up
do
to
you
you,
think?
man. I mean, I don't know if it's copywritten, any of that stuff. Maybe play a snippet, like you said, 10 seconds. I don't know.
Okay. I'll play 10 seconds of the song for the audience just to let
A
him kind of
snippet,
hear.
little snippet for the audience.
And please, audience, if you're in a depressed mood, do not just
Don't listen.
don't even
Do
listen to
not
10
listen.
seconds.
Yes,
We don't
please.
want nothing to happen to our Average Day Joe's community.
Exactly.
So,
Please.
I'm only doing this not this is not for the faint of heart. I'll put it to you guys that way. So
Yes.
so I'll play the first 10 minutes. Hopefully we don't get copyright on this one. If we
10
do,
seconons. Yes, 10
yeah,
seconds
if we do, then you know what, we're doing it for the people. So it's all good.
for the
It's all
people. Yes, exactly.
yeah. So let me the Hungarians. Okay, so make sure that is the right one. Okay, I will play this one. Let me share the screen with you guys so I can put this into audio real quick. Boom, here it is. Share. All right, so check this out. First 10 seconds of this song. This is just a commercial. Okay, here's the song. Here's the actual. Right. Okay. It gets much worse.
Okay.
But even like I don't know how you felt just hearing that 10 seconds, but I definitely had some kind of like I like just the first 10 seconds, I felt some kind of like weird vibration started
Yeah.
going up. You felt
Well,
that, right?
it's the yeah, that's how they compose the song.
How they compose
You
it.
don't know what megahertz, what
Yeah,
vibrate, like a lot of that stuff goes in tune with your body, dude. And you can really out tune your body. And if you listen to certain frequencies, you could tune your body.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just
So I get it. I
yeah.
get it.
And it's just like on YouTube, you can find songs that are like people will call them the God frequency or like the
Yeah.
healing
Exactly. Exactly.
432 megahertz, 900, so like
Exactly.
it really is all about the megahertz of the song. And
It
I think
is.
now that because I kind of forgot what it went with, but now just by hearing that first 10 seconds
Oh yeah.
is definitely the energy from the megahertz of the
I
song.
felt yeah.
Yeah.
I felt like ooh,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Turn that
Yeah.
off.
Right before I played it, Alyssa wrote, "No."
That's hella funny.
Oh, man. Sorry, Alyssa. It was only 10 seconds though. I think
Well, considering she said yes yesterday to you reading the poem, so
I,
that's
I know.
kind of funny, right?
I think she just doesn't want it to be a double whammy because you know what I mean. All right, the poem, that's one thing, but now we're doing it like we're doing a double
I
take.
know, right?
Okay.
That's pretty funny, man. That's funny.
It's all good. It's all good. We're doing it for the people,
Yeah.
man. For the Average Day Joe's community. We want them to
Yes,
know.
sir.
So anyway, that is pretty much the end of our show. Just a little quick update. I'm still doing my 44-day fast. I'm on day 24 today. Super happy that it's going along. I'm still going to the gym. I started off at like 250 pounds. I'm down to like 207 probably by now. Jay is my witness on this, or even
Oh, yeah.
any other family. That being said, please like and share this video. Please subscribe to us. We definitely are putting out content every day for you guys. We start our show every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I did mention earlier as well that on Saturday, Jeff will give you guys a video from his Chef of Jeff
Always.
segment. He does some real good cooking, stuff that I can't even watch because when I'm fasting, it's really hard for me to watch his cooking. I'm just like, holy moly, like I need this, but I gotta restrain myself. And then Sundays, me and my wife Kate, we want to show the Average Day Joes community bits of California here and there. So I take her out on dates and we kind of record a little bit of our date. Last week for that segment, we actually were we went to the Chinese New Year festival, so we kind of showed you that. Jeff's episode, he made some real good barbecue chicken with his own kind of sauce that he glazed up on that. So man, you guys got to check those out if you haven't. And yeah, that being said, thank you. Thank you so much. Alyssa was like, I paused it and then turned it back in a second. I turned it back after a second ago. So I don't think she wanted to actually listen to it. she heard it.
Good. Bad frequency song. We can't have that, man. I even felt it. So
exactly.
But I'm a positive feed. So yeah, exactly. That's why.
I couldn't take it either. I'm like, nah, 10 seconds is enough. 10 seconds is enough.
Exactly.
All right, Jay. Any final words for our Average Day Joes community?
Just stay focused, stay blessed, stay, eyes on the prize.
Yep.
Gotta make it happen. Every day is a blessing.
Exactly. We got to get those cookies.
Yes, sir. Very true. Very true.
All right, brothers. Well, health, wealth, and happiness. Peace out to everyone.